Hi YouTube! Welcome to our Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 playthrough. My name is Cohh. I'm really excited to play this. This is going to be a really big playthrough. It's going to be pretty slow. I'm going to take my time. Probably going to be pretty distracted as I always am. So just keep in mind, I'm not the best gamer, but I am the best at having fun.
Good
So
show.
let's do that right now. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Can I delete playline 1? Let's do new game in playline 1. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I do. Let's go! All right. At the beginning of the 15th century, the Kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. King Wenceslas IV is taken captive by rebellious nobles, and his brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, lacking a ruler, the land descends into chaos. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king. Sudol, 1403.
Keep firing! Don't stop!
Except you can stop. Damn, nice shot, dude. Especially with no rifle.
I need more arrows! I need help!
Who rifled more?
You grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
I can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Look out!
So, for the record, I did do a 3-hour early preview of this game, and when I did, I was on an Intel machine with the 14th gen processor. During that time, we crashed twice through the beginning. I'm now on an AMD machine, an entirely new machine. So, we'll see how we do. Hey, buddy! Good to see you again.
Godwin! Where's your weapon?
To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
Hey, Hans.
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready!
Also, the first KCD2 Kovatar drops are going out. Good luck.
Positions!
This is such a good shot. Right at the winch.
Take cover!
I'm sorry, I spoiled that for you. That's amazing.
Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Here we go. By the way, Julia, thank you so much. She has already made and updated our Cohh bonk emote, and it's phenomenal. Now it's a little tiny man wearing a helmet and getting hit with a mace.
Quick! We have to repel them!
Here we go. That is so good. Yeah!
I'll knock it down!
Oh God. Gotta put on the crossbow. Oh, I got a polearm. Dude, the reload is not too bad for a crossbow. Oh, that was too high. I keep wanting to hit R to reload, but you don't have to do that. You just hit right click.
Got it!
Sonny, thank you for the sub bomb, buddy. Boom. Yeah.
Good shot.
Guys, you are supporting me so much in chat. I am sorry. I'm going to be so focus mode in this game, but thank you so much for the subs and the gift bombs, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Get ready! They're coming inside! Conway, move down, handle it here!
We still had to put the bolt in. That's cool. Oh, no, no.
We need more archers! Godwin! Get over here!
Pour oil on them, for fuck's sake!
Trying to hack the door down. Oh! That'll do.
Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
Yes, sir! Let's go. Where's that praise accepted from? That's a soundbite from Persona 5. Okay.
Fucking Wenceslas! Climb up! Knock it down!
Knock that!
Smash his face! You got it! No mercy!
Nice.
You want me to You've no chance against me! You're no match for me! You fight like an old hag! You're no match for me! You fight like an old hag! Climb up! Knock it down! You're no match for me!
The enemy is too close.
Down or they'll overrun.
There we go. Hey, Standard Gamer, what's up, buddy? Just a quick question. Was he a match for him? No, he wasn't. Good question. Okay, I'm going to actually do my best to not talk over the cutscenes.
Fuck! I've been hit! Don't poke at it! Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, Vat. Jesus. We were only supposed to deliver a message to Trosky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Was that him swearing in Latin? No, that was him saying his motto with a bit of an F-bomb. Yeah. I still think they should have put a record scratch in there for effect. Just like Toby said, zoom in on Hans's face. You're probably wondering how I got here. Hey Dane, how are you, bud? Spata says, I'm just here for the drops. Dude, me too. Me too. That makes two of us, bud. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Several weeks earlier.
Dentes Fortuna, you art!
God, this music is incredible. incredible.
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised O'Hannish that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trosky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trosky.
God, the reveal.
My word. That is fucking impressive.
I know,
It
right?
makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
The guys in the game keep saying what I'm thinking. It's wild. Wasn't Cohh going to continue his save before? I was. But when I did the first 3 hours of this game with the devs, I kept talking over the cutscenes. So we also have a lot of new people here. There's like 25,000 people in here. So I know most of them probably didn't see the first 3 hours. So we are starting from the beginning, and we're going to do everything again.
Looking forward to new adventures?
So everyone will know
Adventures that will
all
become
the
the
things.
stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hannah take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat!
Audentes fortuna evat.
See now,
I like
there's
it.
the Henry I know and love.
I
Well,
like it.
enough of the chat. Trosky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there?
Dear the Mech, thank you so much,
All
buddy.
good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
That's an interesting line. Is this Marvel Rivals? Yes.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trosky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, I wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Chat, I know it's
Don't
flying
do
right now,
anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
but please don't spoil anything that happens if you watch the first 3 hours with me and the devs, okay? Good job. Thank you. Let's let the first time watchers enjoy all of this.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Oh, okay. So now we have to pick a play style. Okay. So we did advisor last time. So here are our options for anyone following along at home. Soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and to wear a strong suit of armor. He's also infamous for his short temper. I wonder what that means. Advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. Or scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected and by stealth. Now, it is important to mention that when we played this with the devs, they said specifically this is an initial point allocation. You are not making any permanent decision here that you can't go back on. So you can become an advisor and still be really good with swords and stuff. So I think I'm going to do advisor again. Yeah, I'm going to do advisor again. We did the advising one last time, though, and it failed. So let's keep that in mind.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trosky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Okay, you can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you have a choice to some of the options below that define how you will react, but beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. So we have to work with speech, charisma, might, coercion, domination, and dread. Some of those are, I believe, are new. Then here's our things here. This is the reputation when we see this of the other party and how much coin if we need to bribe. It also only shows us our stats when we persuade. It is not showing us the difficulty of the check. It's just showing us what our stats are at the time. Also, real quick, you know what? This playthrough is too important for this. I saw a lot of people in chat talking about there are too many ads. Let me see. I'm gonna lower my ads for this playthrough. Okay. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better, chat. I just dropped my ads by half. Okay.
Applause, please.
There we go. So hopefully that'll give you guys a little bit more there. All right. Okay, so here we go. Now the one I picked, let's see, by choosing speech, you will try to resolve the situation using your diplomatic skills, or try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, you can try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your martial skill and strength. I think we did the first one last time and it failed, right? Or maybe it was the second one and failed. I kind of want to try the third one. Oh, we tried the third one and it failed. Okay. So let's try the first one. Let's try the first one.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trosky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Hey!
Very well.
Wait, what?
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
Sir?
I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trosky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Cool. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because when they started talking, I was like, how are we going to do this if we go back to camp with them? And then it's like,
this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
do I have a link
Come
to
on,
buy
fellas.
this game to support
Camp
the channel?
here on the
No.
bank.
Nope, nothing like that.
At least we can bathe. I stink
Thanks
almost
for
as bad
thinking
as
about
the
it,
rest of you. And you lot are rank.
Find out from Sir Hans what the plan is. Oh my god.
Hey, Mutt, you'll get nothing from me.
Hi, Sir Hans.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Hold X to call Mutt.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last.
Hey,
that
Oates.
barking was a pain in the ass.
Have you got some food for my dog?
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trosky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Get Oates' ring back from the Tankard. Hey, Nicholas of Ratai.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Ratai?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
Good on you, buddy.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Yeah, man.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
Yep, that sounds like that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's right. And also,
Thanks, Amoyo.
we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
Okay, so we're going to talk to this guy
Come on,
in
Conrad.
just a second.
Let's throw a few dice.
Hell yeah. Yoink.
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Ha ha.
Somebody said, can you change the head bob? I don't think so. I don't think you can change the head bob. No, no. Yeah, that's just kind of like when you sprint, it kind of gets a little less. When you're walking, there tends to be a little more. Yeah. I think it was the same in KCD1. Does this stream have spoilers? We are playing the game. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But
Heard that somewhere.
if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trosky. All right?
You know what? Deal. Okay. Straight up dice rolling. We love to see it. Okay. Gonna be using you.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Hmm. We'll take it.
Here.
How does this game work? So the way this game works is you roll your dice.
That's as far as
If
I
you
go.
roll or a 1, a 5, or specific orders of things, like 3 of a pair, 4 of a pair, then you can score. At any point, you can take all the points you've earned and end the round, or you can keep rolling and try to get 1s, 5s, or groups. And if you roll all the dice and you don't roll a group, a 1, or a 5, then you bust and you lose all the points that round. It's Farkle. Yeah, if you've heard of Farkle, it's the same premise, yeah. I think if we do this... Boom.
Mother of... Damn your eyes. You
Damn
played
your
well.
eyes!
Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Cool.
Hey, Conrad, one little game.
Do you have anything to say?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen. Watch that tankard. You play dice with him.
He's so angry.
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trosky before?
Not Trosky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanush's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Do you know why we're going to Trosky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
Dude, I'm super glad we're talking. He's giving us like the full rundown. This is great. How do you activate the drops for Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance? I don't know exactly with this one. It usually involves like connecting an account and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how they're doing it with this one yet. They just turned on the drops while we were streaming today, so.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. Do you think our big mission will be successful?
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trosky, Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message. Everything will go according to plan. Don't you worry.
Okay. By the way, I've seen a lot of people ask this, just to address it real quick.
Should I buy it if I didn't play the first one?
So here's the deal. You need to know what happened in the first one to know what happened in this one. Because the first game literally finishes hours before this one starts. However, the devs of this one knew that you had to know that information. So what they tend to do is before an encounter that happens that's important, they will have the characters remind you about what happened in the first game or remind you who a person is via dialogue that will then get you caught up. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because the devs have said specifically you don't need to play the first game to enjoy this one. Now, of course, there is going to be stuff in the first game that we will see in this one and only understand it because we played the first one. I mean, the first game's like 100 hours. There's no way they can recap all of it. So I'm sure there's little Easter eggs and stuff. I personally would recommend playing the first one first if you have the time. But they did say you don't need to. So keep that in mind. Maybe we can make peace.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce, at least an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumins is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
Cool. God, this is beautiful. Ooh. Do we have to give him his ring back? Oh.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Cool. Hey, buddy. So this is the new floating menu stuff, which I love. You used to have to talk to your dog that would then bring up a dialogue. Then you'd have to select a text option and like do all that stuff. But now in this game, they're doing this new dialogue system where you only
heal.
You do everything in the game world. So you look at the dog, you hold down, you can just hit V to praise.
You silly mutt.
Which is awesome. You don't even have to open a menu for that
Good
now.
boy.
Good boy. But then to do stuff, now we just hold down left alt like this. Boom. Hit feed 1.
Here you go.
Select it.
Take it.
Boom. And you're done. It is such a better system. Oh my God. It is such a better system. Just glorious. Okay. Is there anything we can pick up here? Some wine. We like some wine. We can't pick up that axe. That axe, though. We could sleep and save, but we're not going to do that. Gonna pick up those gloves there. Gonna pick up all this bread. Do it. Can I pick up this mushroom? Get the last bread. Okay. Anyone know how well this is optimized for the Stream Deck? All I know is that apparently it works on the Stream Deck, which is wild, but I have no idea how it runs.
Henry, oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Stand up.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Amelia Tyler. Heart. I dealt with it.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us. If Hanush had seen it.
Nice different dialogue
maybe
there.
Maybe finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of
so
swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save
I
the
did
wagers
in on
for
viewer.
later.
How are you, bud?
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armour on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.